Hello everyone, welcome to Aptly Plus Academy for Civil Services. This is a video on daily topic-wise news analysis where I'll be covering the news from Hindu and Indian Express. So I'll cover the most important news of the day, and additionally I'll be supplementing the content with some relevant information that can help you in prelims and mains examination. So let's get started with the topic first. So today is 5th of March and these are the list of the topic. So mostly from today's newspaper, I guess all the important news was reported in Hindu. So all the news that has been listed here is from the Hindu. The first is India want Chabahar port on the key corridor. Second, US government to deepen the global alliances. Third, clarification over the OTT platform. Government has given a new clarification. And the second last is QS World University ranking by subject 2021. And the last is India US relation under the new presidency. So these are some of the important news and article. Apart from this, we'll have some MCQs question with reference to the civil services prelims examination, because as you know that notification is already being released by the UPSC. So now this is the time to revise as many years question you can, right? So make sure you stay with this video till end so that you could practice some important questions as well. Without any further delay, let's get started with the first news discussion. That is India won Chabahar port on the key corridors. So talking about the relevance of this news, this is important for the General Studies paper 2. And Chabahar port in general would be again very important for the prelims examination. And at the same time, it is important for your map work also. So UPSC tend to ask this type of map. पहले भी UPSC ने कई बार ऐसे सवाल पूछे हुए. So make sure you have all the information regarding the neighboring countries port which is there in the Chabahar port. Now coming to the details of the news. So as per the latest decision which was there from the Ministry of External Affairs, जो हमारे विदेश मंत्रालय है, उनके मुताबिक India want a Chabahar port to be included in 13th International North-South Transport Corridor, जो हमारी INSTC है उसमें इंडिया को इंक्लूड किया जाए. That extend from India to Russia expanded INSTC membership including the Afghanistan and Uzbekistan. So this is what the official confirmation coming from the External Affairs Ministry. और ये जो बात की गई है that is pitching for the Chabahar in the International North-South Corridor Transport Corridor जो है INSTC which goes via Iran biggest port that is Bandar Abbas. तो इसके भी जितने भी मैं आपको इंपॉर्टेंट नेम्स बता रहा हूँ उनके लोकेशंस आप जरूर देख लें because they can come in the map work in the examination as well. Now, what is India efforts? So, जो हमारी External Affairs Ministry है, they have proposed that the land route via Kabul and Tashkent would be there in the INSTC Eastern Corridor. और उसमें उस कॉरिडोर में ये स्टैब्लिश करने की जरूरत है कि और जो इंपॉर्टेंट कंट्रीज हैं लाइक अफगानिस्तान दे वुड हैव द मैक्सिमम पोटेंशियल इन दैट पर्टिकुलर रीजन, right? And India has also proposed the inclusion of Chabahar port in INSTC route. Now, talking about the event that saw participation from the several region officially that include अफगानिस्तान, अर्मेनिया, ईरान, कजाकिस्तान, रशिया एंड उज्बेकिस्तान. तो ये सारे पार्टिसिपेंट्स कंट्री है, रीजनल ऑफिसर्स भी इनके. तो दीज वुड ऑल्सो बी इंक्लूडेड सो दैट वहाँ उस रीजन की जो हॉलिस्टिक डेवलपमेंट है वो पूरी तरह से हो सके. नाउ द पोर्ट हैज ऑल्सो handled 123 vessels and 18 lakh ton of the cargo that was said in the official statement by the government of India. Now talking about the Chabahar port, as we are discussing, so it is equally important you should know about the Chabahar port. So this is located in Gulf of Oman and this is only 72 kilometers away from the Gwadar port which is located in Pakistan. And you already know that we have discussed a lot of time कि जो ग्वादर पोर्ट है इसमें चाइना की काफ़ी ज़्यादा इन्वेस्टमेंट है and China is inclined toward Pakistan in their infrastructure development, right? So to counter this, Chabahar port would be again very significant. And the port serve as the only oceanic port of Iran and consist of two separate port named as Shahid Beheshti and Shahid Kalantari. So this is something which is very important for India as well. और इसके जो impact है दूसरे regional countries में भी काफ़ी अच्छे होंगे. Now this is a map which you can see. This is the Chabahar port. This is located here in Gulf of Oman and this is Khandala port in Mumbai. This is the Gwadar port is Pakistan and these are the adjacent area Gulf of Oman, Arabian Sea. So what you can do, आप इसके मैप वर्क और भी देख ले जो भी इंपॉर्टेंट कंट्रीज हैं. यूपीएससी किसी भी तरह से आपसे सवाल पूछ सकती है प्रीलिम्स एग्जामिनेशन में. सो मेक श्योर यू आर थोरो विद द एंटायर नेबरिंग कंट्रीज एंड ऑल द जितने भी ओशन है, सीज है जो आसपास से गुजर रहे हैं. Now coming to the other news that US government to deepen the global alliances. This is again important for your general studies paper 2. Effects of policies and politics development, developing countries, India stress and diaspora. So recently the US president has released an interim government strategy that would be called as an America to re-engage with the world and strengthening itself at home. So I personally feel जिस तरह से यूएस ने पूरे वर्ल्ड को अपने खास करके बायलेटरल रिलेशनशिप को एक रीसेट करने का कोशिश किया है, दिस इज़ वेरी वेरी गुड, राइट? बिकॉज जो प्रीवियस गवर्नमेंट प्रेसिडेंटशिप थी डोनाल्ड ट्रम्प की, उन्होंने जितने मल्टीलैटरल इंस्टीट्यूशंस थे उनसे उन्होंने दे हैव डिसएंगेज, एंड अगेन बहुत सारे ऐसे इंपॉर्टेंट कंट्रीज थे जहाँ पे बायलेटरल रिलेशन अच्छी नहीं थी. बट दिस प्रेसिडेंट जोए बिडेन प्रेसिडेंटशिप is in the motion that they want to re-engage with all important world and they want to strengthen the process where America can engage into the particular multilateralism and other part of the countries as well. Now document की बात करें अगर documentation details की, so the document warned democracies are under the siege around the world including the USA, and document make a numerous references of strategic competition with increasing assertiveness with China, जहाँ पे it said that only competitor who could effectively challenge and open the international system. So America is understanding its responsibility and it is behaving like a responsible country, right? This is something our setup is required to ensure कि सारे जगह पे एक bilateral relationship काफी healthy है. Now, investment in the democracy, they are definitely investing in the democracy. This is evident. The prima facie seems that they are investing in the democracy. So the document will serve guide to the agenda. US government department and agency said America would recommit to its alliances and invest in more democracy and economy. Right? जिस तरह से WHO और खास करके जितने भी multilateral organizations हैं, उसमें US ने सब चीज़ों को reset करने की कोशिश की and they are working hard on it. And in addition to reformation and allies, NATO, Australia, Japan and South Korea would be working to make sure कि जितने भी bilateral relationship है इस country के बीच में वो positively और एक इस तरह से landmark journey करे ताकि they could have set some standard for other countries as well. And the document named Renew America Advantage Antrim National Security Strategy Guidance. So this is what the document title is. And that aims to deepen its partnership with India, work along the New Zealand, Singapore, Vietnam and Association of Nations, that is ASEAN member, and what is its objective, they would be trying to achieve that as well. So this is something which US is doing to invest in the democratic setup and in the democracy. Now we have multilateral groupism. The US will also move to unpack the positions जहाँ पे जितने भी multilateral organism है, चाहे वो climate change को लेकर के जो हमारी Paris Agreement है, that was also being withdrawn by the US previous presidentship. Now the new president has already told that we would be having commitment to the Paris climate change, जिसके targets को fulfill करना है, and India is doing a way beyond best among the countries, among the world. Now, most effective way of America is to outcompete the assertiveness authority of China over the process to invest people, economy, and democracy. Now, the document said that the US would support China, neighboring and trading partner, to defend their right. So, this is what in multilateral forum America is trying to do with the other country as well. Now the other news, clarification over the OTT platform. This is again important for your general studies paper 2. And OTT platform in general can be asked in the science and tech portion for the prelims examination. So the Ministry of Information and Broadcasting, they have issued some clarification and they said कि जो platform है वहाँ पे registration is not required. So this would not be required to register themselves with the government, and no government nominee would be present itself for the self-regulatory body. तो जो self-regulatory body already appointed है उनके लिए कोई government nomination की ज़रूरत नहीं पड़ी. And the center on February 25th has notified the rules. ये जो खास करके जो rules आई थी, मैं आपको आगे इसके बारे में बताऊंगा. That was notified on 25th of February this year only, 2021. Now, what was actually being said? तो ministry ने कहा कि merely require them to disclose the information that is not required for the registration any kind of with the ministry. So what they need to do, जिस तरह के जो content हैं, कंटेंट के जो डिटेल हैं वो उनको प्रोवाइड करने पड़ेंगे. दे डोंट नीड टू रजिस्टर देमसेल्फ. एंड जो रूल है दैट फोकसेस ऑन सेल्फ क्लासिफिकेशन ऑफ कंटेंट इंस्टेड ऑफ एनी फॉर्म ऑफ सेंसरशिप. द प्लेटफॉर्म वेर एक्सपेक्टेड टू डेवलप द ग्रीफ रिड्रांसल मैकेनिज्म टू टैकल द कंप्लेन ऑफ द कंटेंट, राइट. सो जिस तरह से अगर कोई कंप्लेन आते हैं किसी कंटेंट में किसी भी OTT प्लेटफॉर्म पे, सो दे वुड बी टेकिंग एक्शन ऑन दैट, राइट. सो दिस इज अबाउट द OTT ओवर द टॉप प्लेटफॉर्म्स. Now, the representative that the government would create as an interdependent committee to look into the complaints that remain unsolved and regulatory level, right? So this is something clarification has come from the ministry itself. Now, there was a code of ethics. This was a bill that was passed in February, the Information Technology Guideline for the Intermediaries of Digital Media Ethics Code. And was the rule that requires streaming platform to comply with the new three-tier self-regulatory compliant redressal system. So what government did, the main aim and the main rationale behind this code was to ensure that जो ethics है that should be there, that should be brought into the representation of the cinema TV bodies, starting with the self-regulation of them and existing in the OTT industries. Any type of adultery and the sensitive content that is against the national security should not be shown in the OTT platform, and if shown, they would be equally penalized, right? Now, this is an almost recap what we have discussed. You can see it was already being discussed on 25th of February. The government has passed this code, and the three-tier what that was being asked in this bill. First was the grievances cell that has to be there. Second, a self-regulatory body by the OTT platform. If they are under this rules, it is mandatory कि एक self-regulatory body भी उनको रखनी होगी. And third, an interministerial panel to look into the complaints if their problem is not resolved in these two levels. So this would be the highest authority by the government of India that would be looking into the grievances of any concern that is coming from the OTT platform, right? So this is what, if you have newspaper, you can click a picture, or otherwise you can take screenshot of it. Now, QS World University Ranking, this is a subject by 2021. And this type of rankings is very important because it helps us understand कि किस university की क्या ranking है. Again, important for your general studies paper 2, issues related to development and management of education. And anytime this type of index can be, and this ranking can be relevant for the prelims examination as well. So as per the Q International World Ranking, जिसको subject wise में की गई है, तो India Institute of Science that broke into 100 and the natural sciences category में. With regards to the subject ranking अगर बात करें तो दो नए entrants हुए यहाँ पे. JNU की anthropology program और OP जिंदल यूनिवर्सिटी की जो law program है. These are the two institutions that has been included in this ranking list. Now engineering की अगर बात करें तो यहाँ पे broadly जो IIT Bombay, IIT Delhi and IIT Madras है, they have comparison into 5 institutions last year. Kharagpur or Kanpur they have dropped out of the 100 which was there in the former government institution of eminence. ये सारे institute government की जो IOE है, institutions जो institutes of eminence है, उसकी category में ये already mentioned. Now Bombay, Delhi and Madras IIT, which has also in the IOE has extra funding from the specific aim on raising the global ranking, and all has dropped several places this year as well. So this is not very good news that is coming with regards to Indian higher education, because जो ranking है वह बहुत हद तक गिरी है सारे बड़े बड़े institutions की, और वैसे institutions की जिसको इंडिया में खास करके जो eminence institute है IOE के categories में जो आते हैं, institute of eminence की जो category है वहाँ पे भी गिरावट देखी गई है. Now the other category ranking, in the other two broad category, the University of Delhi as rank as the highest, and Indian Institution of Social Science and Management fell up to 45 place and dropped to 200 places. And All India Institute of Medical Sciences remained the only institution in top 300 in the life sciences category and the medicine category. So AIMS की बहुत सारी branches already India में expand हो चुकी है, but the one best among them is AIMS Delhi. Now the top ranking India program has globally IIT Madras Petroleum Engineering Program. जो IIT Madras की Petroleum Engineering Program है, that is among the top 30 ranked, followed by the Mining and Engineering at Bombay, and in the IIT Kharagpur, which is ranked 41 and 44 in their place. And talking about the University of Delhi, they have developed studies program in only one in the 50, sliding the ranked in the 50th position. So these are some of the important ranking that was given by the agency. Now what is there by the QS World University Ranking है क्या? Basically Cornelius Sandbox नाम की एक global agencies हैं जो कि एक पूरी network है इनकी. They give the ambitious professionals की जो ranking होती है, जो development programs है, जितने भी universities में जिस तरह के courses हैं, programs run किए जा रहे हैं, उनकी क्या performances रही है, उस पे ये rank करती हैं. इनके कुछ parameters है, we'll discuss that parameter as well. And the QS World Ranking is an annual publications of the university ranking which comprises the overall subject ranking. So we'll see what are the criteria upon which the ranking has been done. The first is academic reputation 40%, employee reputation 10%, faculty student ratio 20%, citation as per faculty 20%, international faculty ratio 5%, and international student ratio 5%. So this comprises the overall 100%, and among which the university, basically the institution that is their QS World University ranking, that is being given to the all globally they rate, और इंडिया में तो रैंकिंग इस बार काफ़ी अच्छी नहीं रही है, राइट. सो यू हैव टू टेक अ नोट ऑफ दिस. अगर कोई भी क्वेश्चंस आए या फिर आप ऐसे पेपर में कर रहे हो तो यू कैन इंक्लूड दिस पॉइंट्स. Now the last article, this is an editorial, talks about India-US relation under the new presidency, important for your general studies paper 2. And any prelims question cannot be asked from this section, so make sure आप इसमें mains point of view से ही इसको पढ़ें. So the new administration of the United States, that is Joe Biden, and this is 117th US Congress that has come up this time. तो अमेरिका जो स्टाइल ऑफ गवर्नेंस है उसको चेंज करने की कोशिश की जा रही है, कैसे हील की जाए, जो चीज़ों को रिस्टोर किया जाए, जो सारी प्रॉब्लम्स हुई थी पिछले प्रेसिडेंटशिप में उसको रिस्टोर करने की कोशिश की जा रही है. एंड इंडिया डज एंजॉय द बाईपार्टिजन सपोर्ट फ्रॉम द कांग्रेस. तो अगर इंडिया यूएस की रिलेशन की बात करें, वी हैड ऑलरेडी हैड अ वेरी हेल्दी रिलेशनशिप विद यूएस, चाहे वो हमारी मल्टीलैटरल फोरम हो या फिर अब सिक्योरिटी कंसर्न्स हो, जितने भी इक्विपमेंट्स है, डिफेंस एग्रीमेंट्स है, मिलिट्री एक्सरसाइजेज है, उन सारी चीज़ों में काफ़ी अच्छी परफॉर्मेंसेज रही है. नाउ व्हाइल इंटरैक्टिंग बिटवीन the government official, that is the regular exercise, and the another significant dimension of the bilateral relationship. So to conclude, you can say that the overall relationship between the India and USA was great, and for time being, like the previous governmentship was also the thing that has helped India, but talking about the level that was required was not there, right? सो असेसमेंट एंड रिस्पॉन्ड की बात की गई है कि किस तरह से असेसमेंट करनी चाहिए अगर किसी भी रिलेशनशिप में, बायलैटरल रिलेशनशिप में अगर हैं. सो डेफिनेटली द इंडियन अमेरिकन हैव देयर ओन इंडिविजुअल असेसमेंट एंड डेवलपमेंट प्रोग्राम. सो दिस मेक इंडिया to come with the convincing argument in the perspective of counter perspectives. So बहुत सारे ऐसे इंडियन अमेरिकन हैं जो कि वहाँ के असेंबलीज में, वहाँ के कांग्रेस को रिप्रेजेंट करते हैं. बट दिस इज़ अ टाइम दैट इंडिया शुड ऑल्सो इंश्योर कि जो यहाँ पे खास करके फार्म प्रोटेस्ट चल रही हैं, ये सारी अटेंशन यूएस में भी हुई है. आपने देखा होगा वहाँ के कई सिंगर्स हैं जिन्होंने वॉइस रेज किया था, कई ऐसे आरटीआई एक्टिविस्ट हैं, आई एम नॉट नेमिंग देम, यू नो देम. सो दे हैव ऑलरेडी taken the name that farm protest that is going is again hindrance to the democratic setup. तो इस तरह की चीज़ों को ध्यान देने की ज़रूरत है, बिकॉज व्हेन यू टॉक ग्लोबली योर रेपुटेशन शुड बी देयर, व्हाट इज़ योर ओरिजिन. तो इंडिया बीइंग द डेमोक्रेटिक कंट्री, जो डेमोक्रेटिक सेटअप में जिस तरह से लोगों की फंडामेंटल राइट को कर्व किया जा रहा है, दिस इज डेफिनेटली एज अ कॉज ऑफ कंसर्न फॉर द अदर कंट्रीज विच आर वॉचिंग अस इन द बायलैटरल एरिना, राइट. Now, boosting ties की अगर बात करें तो the current scenario would also be translated into Indian basically intended express of 2+2, and this is something the reciprocal visit of the parliamentarian and accumulative reservoir की अगर बात करें, सो जितने भी गुडविल की अगर बात की जाए, दैट वुड बी डिफाइनिंग द फ्यूचर कोर्स ऑफ बायलैटरल टाइज. सो इट इज़ इंपॉर्टेंट दैट अ गुड एस्टैब्लिशमेंट शुड बी देयर, एंड एट द सेम टाइम जो हमारी डेमोक्रेटिक सेटअप है, जो हमारी कोर एसेंस है, जो खास करके हमारी कंट्री की फंडामेंटल राइट्स के जो प्रोविजंस हैं उनको इम्प्लीमेंट करनी चाहिए. और जिस तरह से अभी फ्रीडम की जो भी इंडेक्स आई थी उसमें भी ये कहा गया कि फ्रीडम इंडेक्स में भी इंडिया की परफॉर्मेंसेज अच्छी नहीं है. सो दीज थिंग्स नीड टू बी टेकन केयर बाय द गवर्नमेंट बिकॉज दे नीड टू डेफिनेटली कंपनसेट इट. वी आर गोइंग टू हैव इलेक्शन इन द कमिंग ईयर्स, सो इफ नॉट डेफिनेटली द गवर्नमेंट इज गोइंग टू चेंज. सो द टेस्ट case weight against the CAATSA, we have the CAATSA agreement, stand for countering the America adversary sanctions, जिसमें अमेरिका ने ये कहा था इंडिया से कि अगर आप रशिया से S-400 परचेज करेंगे तो वी वुड बी सैंक्शनिंग द इंडिया. सो इंडिया को भी सैंक्शन करने की बात की गई है और इंडिया को सैंक्शन किया भी गया कई जगह पे, बट दे डेफिनेटली वांट टू रीसेट द रिलेशनशिप विद इंडिया बिकॉज इंडिया इज वन ऑफ द इमर्जिंग सुपर पावर, एंड सेकेंड दैट इट इज़ द मोस्ट कंज्यूमरेबल कंजप्शन कंट्री इन द वर्ल्ड. सो किसी भी कंट्री के लिए, चाहे वो चाइना हो या यूनाइटेड स्टेट्स हो, दे कैन नॉट अबाइड एंड दे कैन नॉट स्केप आउट इंडिया. दैट इज अ मैंडेटरी पार्ट दैट दे हैव टू टेक केयर ऑफ. सो इस तरह से रिलेशनशिप बूट की जा सकती है, और इंडिया के लिए भी ज़रूरी है कि वो जो सारे कोर एसेंस हैं उनको पूरा करे, उनके डिमांड को पूरा करे, ताकि हमारी जो रेपुटेशन है वो ग्लोबली काफ़ी अच्छी हो सके. नाउ कमिंग टू द MCQs क्वेश्चन. सो द फर्स्ट क्वेश्चन इज फ्रॉम द करंट अफेयर. ग्लोबल एजुकेशन monitoring report is released by United Nations Education Scientific Culture Organization, United Nations Child Emergency Fund, United Nations Public Administration Program, and World Bank. So what you have to do, you have to just choose the correct option A, B, C or D, and you have to write your answer in the comment section. Now, the second question, consider the following statement with regards to Indian Cybercrime Coordination Center. It is under the control of Prime Minister Office, and the scheme set up under the 14C was approved in 2018 that deals with the cybercrime in comprehensive coordinated manner, right? So again, you have to choose the best option among them, and you have to write your answer in the comment section. So do participate, write your answer in the comment section. These questions are going to help you in the upcoming prelims examination, and this is a time that you should practice a lot more questions so that you can have a conceptual clarity, right? And if you're new to our channel, do not forget to subscribe Aptitude Plus Academy for Civil Services in the YouTube. And if you like this video, if you find this video is helpful for you, do not forget to give a thumbs up. We'll be more than happy to assist you. For time being, I'm signing off. You can write your views on the comment section. We'll meet in the next video. Thank you so much.